Quiet in the lecture hall, please. Now, I'm going to hand you over to our guest speaker today, a HSR account specialist, who's going to tell you how to end 3.x with a first-class account.
Thanks, Gwenpool Media. So a player named Ayla reached out to us with quite the harrowing testimonial. Feel free to read it in your own time. Now, it's so important to heed the advice Kafka gives you at the start of the game, as the cost decisions you make in HSR are among the most consequential in the gaming space. Shit account decisions can lead to your account joining the masses of brick shit on r/star rail station, or equally result in a situation where you're clearing the end game with flops like Tribby, and then looking at the game with glassy eyes, wondering why you're unsatisfied. So for those unaware, Ayla is in quite a unique account position as an E6 Robin owner. So the first criteria by which supportive candidates will be judged is whether they offer a significant upgrade. The remainder of candidates will be judged through our second stream, which is based on their feasibility as Ayla's second account driver. The conceptual requirement here is incredibly steep. Without further ado, let's begin the exam feedback. Castor is 29.99. This is the literal definition of getting sucked in by marketing. Only redeeming quality is the global passive. The animations got old quick. And if I logged on and saw that I would just Alt F4, Anaxa 12. Most confused underbaked kit in the entire game, perhaps fitting for such a nothing burger caricature. Just go and forfeit your life, you slobbering sin thirst. Apologies, I'll take that garish shit off the screen. Let's just move on to Cypher, 78. Congratulations, you are Ayla's first shortlisted cost investment. Cypher's a better peeler in every way. She passively diffreduces enemies by existing and reduces their defense twice more with her signature light cone. These three instances should easily exceed Pella's measly 40%. But this isn't where it stops. Cypher stores the damage taken by a marked enemy and deals a percentage of it as true damage every ult. Her E1 will increase this percentage while also increasing the marked target's damage received. So you see, it is mandatory for Ayla to acquire this unit E1 S1 min and replace that crying fraud ASAP. And if that were not enough, she is on a discard humanity arc, which virtually guarantees that she'll meet the borderline resonance required to earn a position through stream 1. Phanon does pass with a third class honours, because if we wanted to sell out for 80 primos, he's a better investment than Slopterus. Not wasting my time on these flops, the channel's policy. Hisselins, 51. Some things did go well with this character, namely her arc trajectory and rumoured high self-sufficiency. But that's where the praises end, unfortunately. She made an awful first impression with that seal clone T-pose model, which leads us to the critical question, is that HD art genuine? Moreover, her oceanic concept was heavily diffed by Cantarella from Wuthering Waves, and we do not pull inferior goods like her and Tribby. Siridra, 62. We know she's a single target harmony support, so we're curious to see what she has in store for us. If it's shitty crit buffs and action advance, we're dropping her to a third. Preservation Danhan, 21. We strongly recommend this unit to Istik, a player who sold out to Tribby last patch. Start decking out your mono preservation team. Dark March 7th, 50. She's getting a 2-2 because she could have a Dark Phoenix moment in the story, but 3.6 is just too close to be getting distracted, as two heavy hitters come right after this mid-reskin. Cyrene 72. This unit will power creep RMC, who performed at a level akin to 4 cost last MOC. She'll also cook in the amphoreus finale. You can just tell she cannot be ignored. Except she can, because Constance the Dahlia, 100. Guys, my script's gone blank. How is that possible? Wrong slide, one sec.
Okay, let's have a round of applause for
What I'm
our
not done.
HSR account specialist. Hopefully, it's clear to each and every one of you what you need to do to leave 3.x with a first-class account. And remember, it's better to be bricked shit that lost 80 jades than pull slop for scraps. Be a rascal, not an istic.
Hi, I have a question. What do I do if I already pulled Tribby?
Reroll. For those watching on Acco 360, we're cutting you off here.